April the 19th, and this is the London Review. Hi guys, this is Robert Rivera with the Rivera Trading Group in association with Trading Academy. It's been quite a while since I've done one of these videos. Just been so busy, so much stuff going on in life. And but last night was a beautiful one. I think the market again, it's pretty much regular like we remember it, like it used to be. GBPUSD moved exactly as expected. Gold moved opposite of what's expected. Ultimately, it did go in the direction of GBPUSD, but eventually it turned around. And I'd love to talk about that since it was the two setups that I sent last night, and they're worthy to talk about. Let's talk about it now.
So this is the setup that I sent out for GBP USD last night, and we see that price is trapped between those two yellow lines. And I threw a trend line right on it because I thought that we could catch the break of it to the upside. Now, one thing that I like to use as a confirmation is the stochastic RSI. If you scroll down here, you can see the stochastic RSI is in the oversold position. Anything that's in the purple, we don't pay attention to. Anything outside of the purple is what we're paying attention to. And in this case, we see that it's already on the bottom and getting ready to curl up. So it gave me a lot of confidence seeing as price bounced off of that yellow line and started moving to the upside. Now it's rejected once from the trend line and we're getting ready to take it to the upside. The next push up to through the trend line, we are taking it, and these are the results. So this is what we ended up with last night. And again, it broke through the trend line and it never looked back. It never looked back and never looked back. You can see how the stochastic RSI point shows how it bounced from the bottom and starts moving all the way up. And you can see the reaction once it broke through the trend line, once it broke through the upper zone, came back and retested the upper zone, and it went for 167 pips. That was a massive, massive breakout. And here's the thing, I thought about holding that position for a while. I thought, well, it could be starting the bullish move as I anticipated from the weekly recap, and I thought this could go for a while, and maybe I should hold it. But again, the highest probable trade is the break of the trend line and it paying us at the top zone. And in fact, you can see how that little candle right there touched it and rejected the first candle that touched the yellow line, rejected. That is the move that usually is going to happen. It's going to reject once it touches the top zone. So I went ahead and took it, and that was a quick win. Let's go ahead and go take a look at gold. So this is the gold setup as I sent it last night. And again, there's more details than this on the setups that I send out. But again, we keep that information for our team members. If you want to join our team, come check us out at Trading Academy. Again, price in gold is stuck between these two lines. It's been going up and down a little bit. Maybe perhaps attempted to break up top, then attempted to break below. But the bottom line is price is trapped in here. Anything that breaks out of here, we could take confidently to the top side or to the bottom side. Perhaps you wait for something to close outside of these lines, or you can take an impulse move. Gold many times does not retest. And many times, if you don't take the impulse move, you completely miss out. So it pays sometimes to pay attention to the reaction of the price around the lines and perhaps catch a pullback or wait for a pullback. And once you see the pullback, you can confidently take it in the direction that it is going. Let's see what happened. So these are the results from last night, and you can tell from the move that gold did before it dropped that it came and retouched that green line that's crossing through. That's a 50 moving average. Once it bounces from the 50 moving average and it bounces at the bottom yellow line, which is support, it's pretty obvious it's moving to the upside. Now, that first impulse move, usually to the upside, gets a pullback. Those are the two red candles that you see right there in the middle. And then after those pullbacks, then the break of the high of those is the impulse move that I'm looking to break out. And so that, sure enough, broke out. I can't remember. I don't have it marked here, but that went like let's see, that was about 80 pips to the upside. If 70 pips, 70 some pips, if I remember correctly, to the upside. And then it crashed down through. That was London. Then it crashed down through, and for New York, it broke the bottom. By the time I saw this, it was retesting. It was that that red candle. Let me see, the big engulfing candle that dropped, then green, then red. That red candle touched that yellow line and came back down for a retest. That was about 40 pips retest. I had about 14 pips of that, and I ended up something like 11. That's where I ended up. At. Let's go look at the results. Here we have some of the stories from last night for some of our students. Dwayne caught himself about 20 pips, he tells us here. Kyle caught himself about 15 pips. That's kind of cool. Troy's got super excited. He not only got 130 pips on GU, but he also got himself 125 pips on Gold and GCAT, which is pretty cool since we didn't send a GCAT. So he must have set himself a GCAT, which is awesome. And Mayaya got about 26 pips. These are some of our students in Trend Training Academy giving their stories about taking our setups. You could be in here too. Let's see who else we got. And here we have Michelle also. They got themselves about 15 pips on 3 positions. That's 45 pips. That's pretty cool. And got themselves another 17 later on in the morning. Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. These are my numbers from last night, and I took myself that 357 was the break of the trend line. I took it to the top zone. Then I was attempting to take the breakout from the top zone, and then I said, you know what, Robert, you got yourself some good money already. Why risk it on a Monday? And I went ahead and closed it. It had just started moving. Had I held it, oh my gosh, it went for 140 pips. I might have wanted to hold that one. I should have just moved my stop loss and just let it ride. Lesson there. And then that was it for last night. And then this morning, I saw how gold had already broken out from the bottom, and I waited to see if I could catch that retest. I called it out for the team as it was happening. I'm not sure who took advantage of it, but as soon as they gave me a sell indication, I went and took it for the numbers that you see there, which is pretty good Monday. Pretty good Monday.
Welcome back. So as you can tell, the market moved very strong for a Monday. I think I have to go back and look at my weekly recap to see what was the information that I sent out to the team as to what we could expect about GU and gold. But I think this is the beginning of a swing position. I really think so. As far as GBPUSD and as far as gold is concerned, I really believe that it's going to bounce from where it's at right now. I believe that was just simply a retracement and start moving in the same direction as GBP/USD. They move pretty a lot in tandem. And if you see any of the cryptocurrencies going up, which are usually also have USD on the back end of the pair, they're also moving up. So I think that all the stimulus packages that have been going out, that have been weakening the USD, is going to make these other pairs, the base pairs, continue to move up in a very strong manner. We shall certainly see it. No matter which way it goes, we're ready for it. We have a plan for whether it buys or sells, and we can profit from it no matter which way it goes. We just got to be patient to let the market show us which way it is going. Again, this is Robert Rivera with the Rivera Trading Group in association with Trend Training Academy. I hope that you're receiving value from what you are seeing. And stay tuned because I have a Fibonacci strategy in combination with that stochastic RSI that is fire. And I'll be putting that out pretty soon. Again, God bless you.